Hey, this is Onion, continuing our playthrough of Final Fantasy XIV Online, A Realm Reborn. We're getting close to the end of 2.55, or 2.5, sorry. And yeah, so we're gonna go into the instance here to try to save Minfilia. Going in with a party. So I want to give some tips here. Main point is there's double and triple, which sometimes needs a mitigation, so you don't take that much damage. But at this level, with this gear, at this time, we should be fine. There's a point when orbs are summoned. You need to switch between either one because there's a debuff. So you get one debuff, then you get the other debuff. If you take two in a row, it does a lot of damage. A lot of people end up dying from that. The biggest point that a lot of people don't realize is that when you are getting pulled into the void, all your mitigations, all of your ramparts, your sentinels, hallowed ground, Sheltron, all of that gets extended excessively. So you can buff everything you have and go into the part with the meteor almost invincible. So we'll do that. The tanks take the first meteor or two, and by that time we should have Limit Break 3, which should be used on the tier to get us out quickly. So we'll see if that plays out on this one. I hope you're enjoying this. Again, everything here is text to audio, so we can enjoy the story without having to fuss around with reading. And I try to put voices on everything, kind of unique to the main characters. So please enjoy, and I'll pause it here, and we'll get back when we get into the dungeon. Thanks.
I shall not toy with you, as does La Habrea! Witness the terrible might of a true servant of Zodiac. Driving powers of ruination. From the deepest pits of the abyss I summon thee.
This is where we alternate.
Insatiable hunger of the void. Devour all light and return this world to perfect darkness.
Here I'm not using any of my buffs, that way I can have them when we get drawn in.
By Zodiarch's name I command thee. River of time, mire mine enemy in thy sluggish flow.
Impossible. Has he power over time itself?
You shall wither in the merciless embrace of eternity.
Alright, here you can see 2 minutes on fight, 2 minutes on rampart, over a minute on sentinel.
But, you are shorn of her blessing. How do you yet resist me?
You're safe. Thank the 12.
You may have bested me this day, but what of the next? What of all the days to come? Remember, light no longer holds sway here. I may return whensoever I wish, again and again and again. Eventually, you will falter, and the staff will be mine. Until next time, scions.
There will be no next time. This is the end.
What trickery is this? No, no, you cannot, no!
Use Tube Samati to gather ether. Quickly, before he breaks free! Concentrate! Call to mind the time you struck down La Habrea with the Blade of Light. Why won't it work? Is it because we lack the blessing of light?
Damn it. So much ether. And it still isn't enough.
Fools! No mortal prison can contain me! I shall make you pay for your insolence!
Please, Mother Heidelin, hearken to our plea. Lend us your divine light. Why can you not hear us? Do our words no longer reach you?
If only we had a bit more ether.
Moonbreeder, what are you doing?
Master Louisoix, I understand now. The choice you made in death. There is life. Farewell, Urianger. You damned old coot.
Moonbreeder, no! You mustn't!
What? No! It cannot end! I am eternal! I am immortal!
Moonbreeder. She's gone. You did it, my friend. The Ascian is dead. This device is a legacy of Moonbreeder's toils and sacrifice. I shall hold on to it for safekeeping.
Minfilia, are you all right?
I am.
Oh, we were surveying northern Thanalan when we received the distress call. We returned as swiftly as we were able.
It seems you have everything in hand, however.
What happened here? Where is Moonbreeder?
She gave her life to temper the Blade of Light. I have no words.
Rather than await the inevitable, she took her fate into her own hands. Does Urianger know?
My friend, there is something I must tell you.
I heard all, my lady. The moon sinketh, taking her leave of the heavens. Yet her passing heraldeth the coming of a new day. Moonbreeder hath fulfilled her destiny, hath she not? Long ago, far across the seas in the Charlayan motherland, Moonbreeder and I did study under the sage tutelage of Master Louisoix. Full oft did he impress upon us that knowledge existeth to serve the greater good. This sentiment, however, was contrary to the nation's policy of neutrality, which censured intercedence in the affairs of foreign lands. In spite of vehement opposition, he founded the Circle of Knowing, and journeyed hither to the heart of Eorzea. Through his noble sacrifice was the realm spared its doom. Yet this great soul, whom all should rightly have honored, was branded a pariah in his own land. His peers did accuse him of forsaking his duty as a man of learning, and of meddling in the course of history. When he left Charlayan behind, Master Louisoix gave no word to signal his intent to Moonbreeder. Close as they were, as master and disciple, she was deeply wounded by the sudden exclusion from his confidence. Above all, however, she was confused. Try as she might, she could ill comprehend her master's motive. The slanders that were heaped upon him after his passing served only to inflame the turmoil within her. For years upon end, she knew not what to believe. Torn as she was twixt the man whom she revered and the man who forsook her and his duty both.
The Louisoix I knew would never forsake his duty, much less one of his own.
This I know full well, my lady. 'Twas not for want of love that Master Louisoix hid his intent. He but desired that Moonbreeder discover her own path, free of the shadow of his influence. Long did I contemplate revealing the truth to her, and long did I hold my peace. After all, was it not Master Louisoix's wish that she come to the truth unaided? I told myself it was, and resolved to let her suffer. Knowingly did I deny my friend the comfort she craved. And now she hath gone to her rest, with doubt still in her heart. Speakest thou in earnest? Did Moonbreeder truly come to understand Master Louisoix's will before the end? The realization hath set her free. She may now find the peace which hath for so long eluded her. Oh, Moonbreeder, my dearest, how I shall miss thee.
Moonbreeder gave her life that we might possess the means to defeat the Ascians. Her sacrifice must not be in vain. Let us continue her work on the Blade of Ether and see it to completion.
My lady, I would mourn Moonbreeder in mine own way. I beg your permission to return to the Waking Sands.
Of course, my friend. Take all the time you require. We shall be here should you have need of us.
Never have I seen Oriange so utterly defeated. No one should be made to suffer such grief. We shall gather in the Charlayan Manor to celebrate Moonbreeder's life, and mourn her passing. As Moonbreeder was a native of Charlayan, I feel it is only fitting that we gather before the Mark of the Scholar. Are you familiar with the stone? 'Tis a monument found at Rafrost, and is sacred to Thul Ayak, guardian deity of the City of Learning. There shall we pray for our dear friend's soul, and bid her a peaceful return to the light of the Mother Crystal.
Forgive me, Moonbreeder. Had I been quicker or wiser, but I was not, and you paid the price. But you would not suffer us to wallow in our sorrow, would you? You would tell us to pick ourselves up and get on with it. And so we shall. We shall defend this realm and her people to the last.
Life for death, a fair exchange. Other bargains will be struck.
Though we have said our farewells, the pall of sadness has diminished but little. Forgive me, as antecedent, 'tis my job to be the pillar of strength for all others to lean upon. Yet I also believe the grief we feel now is precious in its own way, and not to be lightly swept aside. Do you not agree, Onion? "'Tis as if a dagger has been thrust into my breast. But 'tis a pain we must learn to bear if we are to forge ahead with our duty. The battles we have fought have taken the lives of so many. Louisoix, Moonbreeder, our fellows at the Waking Sands. Their spirit and dedication to our cause, however, will never be lost as long as we rise to fight once more. I hardly need remind you of this, of course. 'Tis for my own benefit that I repeat these words, a reaffirmation of mine own chosen path. If I do not rebuild the foundation of my resolve, I am like to collapse in a fit of weeping. My apologies again, Onion, there is no other to whom I could display such weakness. You are my pillar of strength, and I fear I shall have need of your steadfast presence in the days to come.
A victory won, a comrade lost, to honor those fallen, the living forge ever on, towards the light of a new day. Alright, that completes the 2.5 Realm Reborn storyline, and we will get started in the next one with 2.55. We do have to work in the Crystal Tower into this next one, so I will do the main story until that comes up. Thanks for joining. Hope you're enjoying it as much as I am. Bye.